everyone, it's Hailey, and today I'm going to be doing my April TBR. When did that happen? I feel like it's still like December. What is going on? April is going to be a crazy month because one, I am graduating. Yeah! I'm going to be done school forever, or at least for the near foreseeable future. I'm graduating with a BA, I think. I don't know. I still don't understand degrees, but in English, and I am going to be officially done. So April is a month that I'm looking forward to, but I also have some like final exams and stuff like that. I feel like there's a hair on my face, but it just ended up being me going like this, so pensive. But anyways, so I'm done school in April, so it's gonna be a fantastic month. But at the same time, April is going to be busy because of that, because of finals and all that stuff. And if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, you guys might not know I picked up a third job. So like, I don't know, I apparently hate myself. So I don't have a ton of free time, but that's going to be ending around mid-April. So in the middle of April, I'll have some more free time, but that's when there's going to be final exams, so then I won't have free time. April's weird. Also, a lot of April is going to be spent preparing for my upcoming trip, because this is the last TBR that I'm doing before I leave for Europe for a month. So I think at the end of April, I'm going to do like a books that I have on my Kobo for the trip that I'm going on, because realistically, I'm not going to be reading a lot while I'm traveling around Europe. Like, I'm not going to have a ton of time other than when I'm on trains, but I think I'm just going to pass out when I'm on trains because I'm going to be so exhausted. But I am going to bring some books, obviously, so I don't know. This is kind of the last like formal-ish TBR that I'm going to be doing before I leave, so these are probably books that I'll be getting to in April, but as usual, who knows what's going to happen? I never follow TBRs. Let's just get into it. So I'm going to start off with the arcs that I have, and some of them I don't actually physically have yet, but they are on their way, and once I get them, I will be reading them. So the first one is A Flame in the Mist by, what is her name? Oh, what is her name? Renee Ahdieh, that one. It is a retelling of Mulan, so I am all over it. You can tell that my coffee kicked in now, because I just filmed a video, and like I'm more monotone, but like the coffee kicked in, and I'm just ready to go. Anyways, really looking forward to this one, because it's like a Mulan retelling, and I've never read a Mulan retelling, and I loved Mulan when I was a kid, so I'm all about that life. So a lot of these are repeats from my spring reading list, but that is because this is like the first month of spring, so they are on my TBRs, because this is my first month of spring reading list. So I'm sorry, but I probably will say the exact same thing about them. I'm gonna try not to, but I can only do so much. So the next arc on my TBR is Ramona Blue by Julie Murphy. Julie Murphy is the author of Dumplin'. I almost forgot the title of that. She's the author of Dumplin', which I really liked. She kind of takes on some social justice issues in her books, which I've been really into lately, and this one deals with a character who is kind of exploring her sexuality and kind of questioning it. So she always thought she was lesbian, but now a family friend has come back and he makes her think that she might be bisexual. So she's kind of figuring out where she fits on her sexuality spectrum, if you will. So it sounds like a very important read, and I'm hoping that it will be well done. I did actually start this one the other day, and I was liking what I was reading so far. I just ended up putting it down because another arc came in the mail that was coming out sooner than this one. This is coming out on May 9th, I think? May 9th. May 9th. Next up is When Dimple Met Rishi by Santaya Menon. That is one name that I cannot say, and I'm really sorry. I wasn't able to find any videos of her saying her name, so I just butchered it. So I'm very sorry about that, but this book has been getting rave reviews. I haven't heard one bad thing about it. It is all about these Indian Americans who they have this arranged marriage. So it's basically an arranged marriage in a modern day American setting. Like, they've been arranged by their parents to marry each other, and things get going a little bit sooner than the parents were expecting. So it sounds like it's going to be really cute, and I'm excited for it. Next up is A Crown of Wishes by Roshani Chachki. That is once again a hard name for me to say, but this is the companion novel to A Star-Touched Queen, which came out last year, and I've heard that this one is even better than A Star-Touched Queen. I read A Star-Touched Queen and I thought it was good. Like, I wasn't thoroughly impressed with it. I think I had really high expectations, but I did think it was a solid story. This one, though, I once again have high expectations for. I believe I'm going to be getting the audiobook for this one, so I will probably be listening to it, and I listened to the audiobook for the last one, so I like these ones in audiobook. And the last arc on my TBR is Maud by Melanie Fishbane. This is all about the author of Anne of Green Gables, which is a very Canadian story. This is by a Canadian author, and it's about L.M. Montgomery, who is the author of Anne of Green Gables, who is a Canadian woman. So it's all around Canadian, so I'm all about that life. I've been trying to find some really good YA Canadian lit, so I think that this one could kind of fit that bill, especially because as a Canadian Canadian topic, not only a Canadian author. I love Anne of Green Gables. It's one of my favorite classics and it's just so near and dear to my heart. So I'm excited to learn a little bit more about the author. So I totally lied. That was not the last arc on my TBR. This one is, and that is The Takedown by Corey Wang. It's a finished copy, so like it just blended in with everything else. But this sounds like it's kind of out of my realm, out of my comfort zone, but I'm really excited to give it a shot. It's a debut novel and it's all about this girl, and in the near future there has basically been a video leaked of her doing it with her English teacher, and it kind of just sets everything going, and like it seems like it's going to be a kind of thriller mystery sort of deal, and I don't know. I'm a little bit apprehensive, not sure how I'm going to feel about it, just because it seems like it might be something that other people would like but I might not like so much, but I am willing to give it a shot, kind of get out of my comfort zone, and we'll see how it goes. So those are all of the arcs on my TBR. The next few books are just books that I was looking at my shelf and I was like, you look like I might read you soon. Who knows? So next up is Alice in Zombieland by Gina Showalter. This is a book that I'm super apprehensive about. I know it has a really big fan following, but I feel like it's one that might be a little bit too young for my tastes, and also it's not really an Alice in Wonderland retelling, I have found out since purchasing it. It just kind of has the name Alice and like borrows things from it, I guess. It's just kind of about zombies. I don't like zombies, so I don't know if I will like this. I just kind of bought it because Alice, but now that I know it's not a retelling, I don't know how it will go, but I might give it a shot this month. Who knows? Next up is The Young Elites by Marie Lu. This book has kind of been at the back of my radar for a while. Like, it's one that I feel like is very interesting. It has a cool concept, but it's kind of like Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken, but like fantasy version. It seems really cool, and I do really like Marie Lu, but it's just one that I've never really picked up. It took me a while to actually purchase the book, and now I purchased it back in December-ish, and I still haven't read it yet. I have heard some really good things about it. I've also heard some not good things about it, but mostly I've heard really good things about it, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Next up is Love and Gelato by Jenna Evans Welch. This is, all I know about it is that it's a love story that takes place in the summer, and it takes place in Italy, and I'm going to Italy, which is why I'm reading it. That's really all I know, and I have heard amazing things about it, so I think it might be good. Also on that note, I'm planning on reading 13 Little Blue Envelopes by Maureen Johnson. I don't actually have it yet because I'm waiting for this weekend to buy it, but it takes place partially in Europe, and that's all I know. She like travels Europe. Really all I know. I don't know much about it clearly. I like to go into books not knowing a lot. Next up is The Dubliners by James Joyce. I have read a few of James Joyce's short stories, but I've never actually read like a novel by him, and I feel like The Dubliners is a good place to start because I'm going to Dublin. It has Dublin in the title, so anyways, planning on reading this, hoping it's good. I don't know, we'll see. And the final book on my TBR is The Wizard of Oz by Frank L. Baum. I think that's how you say it. I always get confused by that one, but I've never read The Wizard of Oz before. I've watched the movies and they kind of creep me out, but like at the same time I enjoy them, so it's kind of this weird thing. I don't know, but I think I would really enjoy the books, so I'm hoping to get to them this month, finally. So that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what books are on your April TBR, and I will see you guys in the next video.